Ashe, greetings and grand rising, a grand day to you all once again, my fellow natural native earthly humans, and welcome back to this part 4 of another perspective, analysis, and interpretation of, yes, the very famous prose poem called Desiderata by the late Max Ehrmann. Yes, you don't know, it is yours truly, I, the Mystic P. Along with, of course, my companion. I call her my companion, yes. This is my old bass guitar. And if you listen carefully, you'll hear chirping. Sounds of chirping birds. Birds chirping. Chirping bird sounds. Right here. Yes, birds chirping and echoing. The natural healing. The natural comforting, the natural therapeutic sounds, both in the background, the foreground, and all around. Yours truly, I, the Mystic P. This is another great day. Now, if you haven't yet watched or listened to part 1, 2, part 3 of this series of talks, well, I will suggest that you please do so before you continue, before continuing to watch this here part 4. Or that as soon as you finish watching this part 4, I would suggest and recommend that you go back and you watch part 1, 2, part 3. As I mentioned before, it's like reading a book. The way I look at it is like reading a book. You will get more understanding, an understanding of what the author is saying or is trying to convey by reading the book from start to finish, from beginning to the end. So here in part in part 3, so in part 3, and also as an introduction to sharing some of my perspectives, analysis, my insights, my thoughts, my interpretations, etc. I will I read the document. I read the document called Desiderata for you. I read the poem for you there in part 3. And now here in part 4, I will start my analysis, if you will, by again quoting from stanza number 1, and it goes like this: "Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence." Stanza 1. Go placidly. Now, the first thing that I would like to draw your attention to, right here and now, in the beginning of my analysis, and in this, the first stanza of this prose poem called Desiderata, is the word go. Go placidly. Now, what does the word go mean to you? Please ask yourself this question. What does the word go mean is saying to you? What does it mean, or what it is saying to you? What does the word go is saying to me? How do you interpret the word go? go. Have you ever given much thought to the word go? If you have, then fine, and more power to you. Now, if you haven't, then please allow me to share with you some of the Mystic Philosopher's perspective as to what the word go mean to I, the Mystic P. What the word go is saying to I, the Mystic P. How I, the Mystic P, interpret the word go. How much thought I have given to the word go and the power of the word go. Let me share that with you. From the Mystic Philosopher perspective, the word go is one of the most powerful word in the English language. And by powerful, I literally mean that. Powerful. I literally mean that. It is full of power. If you will, or if you prefer, it is filled with power. And by power, I literally mean it has the ability to make things happen, and not just happen, but happen right away, instantly. I literally mean that the word go has the capacity and ability to direct and influence the behavior of others and also the course of events. Yes, the word go. If or when you can use the word go with knowledge, with or in knowledge, in spirit and in truth, or both with knowledge, in spirit and in truth, then you will realize that you are one of the most powerful human alive. Or at the very least, you're one of the most powerful human in your immediate environment, the immediate circles, wherever you are using the word go. And here are a few reasons and examples as to why, from the Mystic Philosopher's perspective, the word go is one of the most powerful words in the English language. The evidence will show that whenever and wherever it is used, it is always conveyed or proclaimed from a position of authority, from a position of power, from a position of strength, from a position of knowledge, understanding, and overstanding, and wisdom, etc. The word go is one that is here by telling us that an instruction, an order, a command, or an advice is being given, and therefore immediate action must be taken by the one or by those to whom it is given. From my perspective, go, spoken or unspoken, initiates cause, action, and reaction, aka cause and effect. Whenever we hear the word go, we know of a fact that something or someone is in motion, or something or someone is getting in motion. Movement, activity is taking place, or movement or activity is about to take place. In other words, someone or something is being asked, or someone or something is being forced to move from potentially a position or from potentially a state of rest, from moved or forced from a state of stagnancy, a state of idleness, a state of complacency, a state of slothfulness, a state of mediocrity, a state of doubt or ignorance, or from a state of fear, etc. To move or force to or in the direction of a more joyous, a more healthy, a more progressive, a more fulfilling and desired state, and to a more desired state, and vice versa. And with the knowledge, with this understanding, and understanding, I will hereby suggest that from this moment forward and throughout the rest of your conscious days on this side of what we perceive as reality, that you do not take the word go lightly. Don't take the word go lightly anymore, or don't take it for granted. But that when you see go, or when you read go, or when you write go, or when you say go, or hear go, etc., know thou this, that you are directly or indirectly, consciously or unconsciously, dealing with a source of power. Now, I can remember reading in one commentary on Desiderata that the author of this prose poem, and one that I, the Mystic P, personally consider to be a highly and profoundly written philosophical document, Max Ehrmann, wrote it for his daughter. In other words, the poem was a dedication to his daughter, or written for his daughter. In other words, he was inspired to write it for his daughter. Now, if that is true, then now we can all see that this man had encapsulated almost all of his knowledge, his understanding and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he has gained, or he had gained through years of learning, coupled with his own ambitions and personal life experiences, into one poem, and gave it to her as a blueprint for survival, as a blueprint for success, so that she may have and live a very happy and fulfilled life. And now we, the entire world, are more than fortunate to have access to it, and from which we may benefit immensely in our quest to have and live a very happy and fulfilled rest of our lives. So please join me in part 5, if I am gifted with another day. Please join me tomorrow for part 5, if I'm gifted for another day, and one in which I will continue to experience in full joy, good health, freedom, safety, and good relationships with people like you, my listeners and well-wishers. When I will continue to share with you some more of my perspectives, my analysis, interpretations, and insights of this beautiful prose poem, this highly philosophical document called Desiderata, aka Another Perspective and Interpretation of Desiderata by yours truly, I, the Mystic Philosopher. So please stay tuned. In the meantime and between time, I ask that you meditate some more on the word go. Yes, think about it and meditate on it. And lively up yourself. Full joy, and be more and more and much, much more. And definitely don't be less. Don't be less, aka blessed. For I am the Mystic Philosopher. Ashe. 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 I say.